Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Investigamer, and I apologize, today was supposed to be the day that I review The Evil Within, but unfortunately, Bethesda was a little wonky with my press copy. I don't know what's been going on with press copies lately, but normally, it's normal practice, guys, to get me the copy a week before release. At least the Thursday before release, so I can play it over the weekend and have the review out by release day. Otherwise, I lose views, and some people go and buy the game without the review even being out, so they don't know if it's good or not, whatever. It's just bad practice to give me the game on release day. What is up with that? Firstly, and secondly, I ended up getting the Xbox One copy. They persuaded me not to get the PC copy, and I now know that that was probably because the PC copy has some optimization issues, which they are planning on fixing, by the way. For those of you playing that version, help is on the way. They're working on fixing that 30 FPS cap. I don't know why that would even be there, but they're gonna fix it, and they're gonna fix the other optimization issues you might be having. For me, it runs pretty smooth, but I have been having a few issues. I'm about 4 hours into the Xbox One version, and I'm loving it. There are a lot of things to love, just as I played at QuakeCon, but there are some graphical issues that were not fixed from QuakeCon, and on top of those, there are a few other issues that I have that I will talk about in my review when it comes out. In any case, this video is about Gamergate. Yeah, that topic returned. I know a lot of you are wondering, are you ever going to talk about Gamergate again? Is the Gamergate movement over? Is it dead? Did you get bored with it? What's going on with that? Well, I have some fresh news for you, and there is, by the way, a lot of news regarding Gamergate lately. I am going to get all caught up soon and make maybe another follow-up video that's, a little more lengthy, but today I have to talk about something that hits a little close to home to me, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. So I'm going to ask you guys for your input at the end of this video. What's going on right now is we have this game, Shadows of Mordor. You might have heard this news already, but let me just break it down for those of you unfamiliar. Normally, as I said, you get review copies a week early. There are a lot of us here on YouTube that review games, some for a living, some for a hobby, but we're trusted by our audience to review the game and get a press copy out in a timely manner, or get a review out in a timely manner so that people will know if it's good or not, and then they can go buy the game on their own if they want it. They also trust us to be completely objective when we make these reviews, to give them the good points of the game, the bad points of the game, warts and all, and tell them, is it worth the price tag? Do I think that they should buy it? And there's a lot of YouTubers that are trusted to do this. Total Biscuit is my personal favorite, really close to home there, Total Biscuit. Props to you. There's Gaming Nexus, there's Boogie, there's Angry Joe, Elder Geek. There's a lot of them out there. And these people are trusted. They're trusted just as much as a normal gaming journalist on Kotaku or Polygon. In fact, no, they're trusted better at this point. They're trusted more at this point than a normal journalist source. I've seen a lot of comments in this whole Gamergate movement saying, I only watch reviews on YouTube now because I can't trust those people. I can't trust IGN. I can't trust these article reviewers because at least the YouTubers show me the gameplay and show me and demonstrate the good points of the game and the bad points. They show me what they're talking about when they're saying something about it. They back up their shit. So YouTubers have gained quite the following for game reviews. Well, unfortunately, the corruption has made it here. It's made it here, and it started, in my opinion, so far, with Shadows of Mordor. I've seen game promotions in the past. I've seen these companies hand out free copies to games and then have these YouTubers promote it in a positive light for money. I've seen that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it has never interfered with the review process before. It's never interfered with game reviews. But this Shadows of Mordor game, the PR company responsible for promoting this game basically said, we are not giving press copies to anyone before release unless they give the game a positive review, unless they put it in a positive light. They have a detailed contract for everything you have to do, telling you to focus on this and don't include any visuals of bugs. There are probably bugs in the game, but don't catch them on camera. Avoid those at all costs. You know, talk about the Nemesis system. Talk about how the orcs are so diverse. You can find this contract just by Googling it. Shadows of Mordor promotion contract. Something like that, and it'll come up. And it's pretty egregious. I mean, it's one thing to have a promotional for your game, but it's another thing to tell reviewers they don't get a copy unless they do the promotional. It should be normal practices for reviewers to be given copies at least a week before the game comes out so they can play it and create an honest review before the game's release and have that review out on release day so that people can go online on release day when the game is available and check the reviews and be like, oh yeah, that looks like a good game, and then go buy it. They shouldn't have to buy it in the stores on day one and be like, well, the reviews aren't out yet, but I hope it's good. This shit is disgusting, in my opinion. I have mixed opinions about this. As I said, promotions, there's nothing wrong with them, but keeping reviewers from reviewing your game and letting the public know whether they're going to waste their money or not, it's just unethical. We need to hold these people to task. We need to tell them, we don't support this. We don't want you doing this. You can do your fucking promotionals, but do not keep this game out of the hands of reviewers. Do not tell the reviewers that we trust, the YouTubers that we trust, you can't even fucking play the game. You can't review the game. You can't make them aware of the facts because we want you to say nothing but praise. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's bad. I think it is just terrible business practice. And it's sending mixed messages. I mean, think of it this way. People, Total Biscuit, millions of viewers. I mean, when he covers a game, it is guaranteed to be seen by at least 100,000 people, more likely closer to 500,000 or more people. If it's a popular game, it can be seen by millions of people. This guy, he's upper level. He's fucking OG. And he is extremely thorough when he talks about games. He opens the game up, he shows the settings menu, he shows the graphic options, then he dives in, talks about the gameplay, talks about his impressions of it so far since he started playing, and all this stuff. He's very thorough. And if your game is at least average or better, thousands of people who watch that video are guaranteed to buy the game. So if you just have a little fucking faith in your game and give Total Biscuit a copy and have him review it and give his honest opinion about it, you're guaranteed thousands of sales. And pulling shit like this is only detrimental. You don't even have to pay Total Biscuit. You know, you don't have to pay him a promotional cost. I see this as terrible business practice and corrupt business practices. This is all the way bad. They're just not thinking about the bottom line, in my opinion. Give me your opinion down below on what you think about this whole situation. I think it's worthy of the people of Gamergate to look at. I think it's worthy of our time. I think we need to step up against this because right now, YouTube is like the last bastion of trust we have, guys. You know, those YouTubers are the last people that we trust to review these games. And if they get bought out, that's the last bit. That's the last straw. We've got nothing. We've got nothing left. Anyways, I'll have that Evil Within review up hopefully this Thursday, but at the very latest it might be Saturday, because I hear tell it's kind of a long game. 15 to 20 hours or so I want to make sure to be thorough and get this thing done in its entirety. I want to finish it and just look at the whole thing and give you a legitimate review, because there's a lot of shit flying around about this game. There's a lot of drama going on, so once the smoke settles, I'll have that review to you and you'll know for sure, is it worth your time or not? At least based on my opinion. Until next time, never trust the crowd, only the investigation.